yeah, so it's basically going to be not necessarily quick fire, but a random collection of questions, and we're going to kind of judge between us who is more likely to win or, in some cases, lose out of these.
Okay, all right. I like the way you emphasised the word lose and looked at me. I've noticed that. You went lose and paused and looked at me.
I'm
and then...
competitive, what can I say?
Right, come on then.
All right,
Let's
where
go,
should we
son.
start? Okay. Let's address the obvious one in the room. You know, I didn't want you to lose to begin with, but who's the stronger person in the room?
Oh.
Answer the question.
Do I have to say this, really?
Go on, answer the question.
You want me to go there?
Yeah.
All right, okay. Well, me.
Of course, you're going to put me down already.
Yeah. I'm sorry to do this to you. I didn't want to have to go there straight away, but yeah.
Okay, let's see if we can even the score up. 60-meter race right after we get out of the studio. Who wins?
Right after we go to the studio, like we're just gonna bomb her up here. Well, I mean, do you know what? I would surprise you with my pace. I think the problem I would have is that I have no technique at all, and I would definitely tweak a hamstring.
Yeah, you've definitely got the explosive power. I think off a start, I reckon across like. You might have me on 10 meters.
Yeah, I think so.
You know?
And then
just because your ability to just produce so much force off the start.
Yeah, the problem I would have is maintaining
I
that
just
top
think
end
you'd
speed.
probably shut down or pull a hamstring.
Shut down. I'm not Windows, James.
No,
I'm not like, what's it, Windows 07. Just like shut down.
I've got that video of you when you came down to mine a couple of years ago and you went on the assault air runner and you're belting it there. I think it's about 4 seconds.
Yeah, 4 seconds top end.
I was like,
just like, I have got like, I do have good cardio. I have got very good cardio, but the problem I would
sprinting
have
isn't cardio though.
I mean,
don't you want you getting a cardio response?
Yeah, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's more of a,
it's
as
force
you say,
and technique and elasticity.
So I'd have a problem there. I think. In all honesty,
come on, say it.
This is sick. This is sick. Say it. It's like a power trip. Say it. Yeah. You, James, you would. I think you would win.
Oh, you just can't give it up, can you? 1-1.
You'd win.
All right,
there we go.
Let's go.
That kills me, that does. That kills me.
Okay. Who's more likely to get a record deal singing?
Oh, do you want to test this out? Do you want to again? I saw you shied away from Silent Night.
I'm gonna give you. I'll just take the defeat there.
I don't know. I'm not like. Don't get me wrong. Do you know what? I'm an okay shower singer.
Right.
You know, give me a tune, maybe. I don't know. My Way, Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
The sort of song you could belt in a pub. And maybe after 8 pints, someone would think you're pretty good.
I can see
that's my voice, right? But I'm not a world beater.
No.
Do you know what I mean? And I'm certainly not under the illusion I'm a world beater.
But I did see you hammer out Andrea Bocelli, Time to Say Goodbye.
Yeah. I've got a pretty...
You know?
And I'm not shy about it.
It's that opera voice, isn't it? It's
yeah.
there.
I think... Don't say it's there. I need a lot of training. You know, a lot of people thinking I'm like Pol Pot. Yeah, you know. Like, but I don't know. I've never heard your voice though.
No, I know.
And your dad says you've got a good voice.
Yeah, but that's like my thing that where we talked on the previous episode about needing alcohol. That for me is like
what to sing.
Yeah, needing alcohol. Yeah, I don't know.
Really?
I can do other things. I can get up and do a presentation, whatever. That is like...
Really?
I don't know. Yeah,
singing?
Yeah.
I haven't got a problem with singing.
Although
saying
that I'd sing before I dance.
Right, okay.
Yeah, dancing is the one
again, dancing, I think singing, I'd sing anything.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, if you
don't
asked
care.
me to sing Craig David 7 Days, I'd probably rock it.
What, right now?
Not right now.
No,
but
no. Any singing, I'm alright with. Dancing, I'll dance in front of anybody.
Yeah.
The problem I think I get a bit nervous about is public speaking. That's why I get nervous about. I don't know why. If it's training again, I'm fine.
I thought you'd be very comfortable with public speaking.
No, I get nervous.
Oh, right.
I do get
just
nervous.
because of how much you've put out content on your social media and you talk to the camera and you're good at that. So I just didn't think you'd. Obviously, it's a different thing. I just thought you'd be fine with it.
No, I think when it's like, it depends what it is. I think, but I do get nervous with that. So I think sing it. Yeah, I don't know. Who would you say? I've never heard you though, so I wouldn't know.
Sure.
You've heard me.
Yeah, your Andrea Bocelli was good. Time to say
Do you
goodbye.
reckon?
Yeah. I tried to
Time to say
record it.
goodbye.
Put it on my playlist for when I want to get hyped up in the gym.
Just that final note, you know. Right. So am I taking the win on that?
Yeah. You can
Right.
have that
Okay.
one.
Okay. I'll take that. Time to say goodbye.
So I mean, this one, I mean, to win the point, is it the person who like gets voted as they're the most likely?
Okay.
Is it?
Right. Yeah. The most
Okay.
likely. Okay.
Who's more likely to miss their flight at the airport, Sam or James?
James, I don't want to put you down or anything. It's a whitewash at the moment. It's a whitewash.
No, but who wins? That's what I mean. Who wins that point? Is it the person who?
Oh, you would more likely miss a flight than that. Sometimes when James comes through the door, I've fossilised because I've been waiting for 20 minutes and I'm just there, just frozen up because I've been here for so
I
long.
remember being at the airport and literally running across the terminal to get to that.
Do you remember
the
what
departure
happened?
gate,
Do you remember the sweat patches we
I
had?
know.
Literally covered. I have never rushed for a flight as much as that in my life.
Yeah.
And I remember saying to you, I was like, we're leaving enough time, and you're like,
we've got loads of
time, loads of time. And before I know it, fast forward half an hour,
And the security queue is just coming down the stairs, wasn't it? Or
I just
something?
remember you like a meerkat popping up and down in the crowd, just like trying to find a way through, you know. And I was just like, oh, we're gonna miss this.
Yeah.
I was looking at hotels, you know. I was obviously we had the house, didn't we?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So you get the point for that. Then,
Yeah, I
most
get the
likely.
point.
Right,
Yeah,
so
that's
2-2.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, this is kind of it's not necessarily like a who wins, but we'll gauge your
This is a wild
your
card.
actual
So there's
your
no
thoughts
points.
on this as well, like your genuine thoughts.
Okay.
Who is more likely to do steroids, Sam or James?
I think me.
Yeah, I would say you as well.
Yeah, I'd be lying. I wouldn't. I've had the back and forth in my head, but I wouldn't do it because I care about my health too much. But I'd be lying if I said that it didn't cross my mind. You know, and
For the performance benefit or for the recovery benefit or what?
for the both performance and recovery. You know, because again, when you get to a certain level of lifting, I don't want to hear someone's opinion or not opinion. I don't want to hear someone's judgment on people that take steroids until they have squatted 210 kilos for a 5x5. Then you can come back to me and share your judgment.
Yeah.
Because it feels like you are getting hit by a freight train.
It's like what you said on your story yesterday, wasn't it? You're doing 200 for 6 or 8.
6 is, yeah. It's a different type of stress,
Yeah.
you know? And ultimately you have people that care a lot about this. A lot. I care so much about this. It's a huge part of my life. I've been training since, I was 13. I've basically catered my life to lifting and what I do. And when you're squatting past a certain point, deadlifting, wherever it is, there comes a point where you're lifting weights, which I get home sometimes and I sit at my desk and stare out of my window for 30 minutes. Like, that's the type of fatigue that I'm experiencing. Like, thinking, like, I just can't think straight for half an hour. And unless you've experienced that type of systemic stress, it's hard to even fathom what that feels like. And that's why people take steroids and they work.
Yeah.
Right? Like, but the problem is that you have people that are advising steroids and other people that shouldn't even be thinking about that and are taking them, and then not weighing up the benefits versus the cost, because there's a huge cost. And then when you've dwindled yourself down to the last, maybe, I don't know, I'm making 0.5% progress a year and I want to supplement with steroids, then you can have the conversation with yourself. Okay, do I do this or do I not? And for me, I had that conversation myself and I was like, no, I'm not going to do this. Like, I care about my... there's more to life than just lifting for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I care about this an awful lot, but do you know what? I really care about being around too, you know? And like, steroids is one of those things people think is cool to take them, you know, when they're 18 or whatever it is, and they like to show off that they're taking steroids. I remember saying this to you before. That decision will come back to bite you in the ass when you least want it to. Like, when you're in your 40s and you've got a child, you know, and your priorities have shifted and you enjoy, you know, now being a dad.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you have health complications from a decision you thought was cool when you were 18.
Yeah.
You know? And I've made that decision in my head. Like, no matter what, I don't want to take
smart.
them.
Yeah, definitely.
What about you?
Oh no, I'd never dabble in them. Christ, I'm not being funny, but
Never even thought about it?
No, never. The only time I'd ever do that was if for some reason I needed them to, I don't know, give me the capacity to still do physical things I love in life.
Right. What's like, for instance, is a little bit different, but would you do like hormone replacement therapy?
Yeah, say I was 60 or something and I needed TRT, then I wouldn't think twice about using that.
Yeah.
Because I think that can negatively impact your life if you need that and you don't use it, I believe. But no, I mean, Christ, how many times have you been trying to get me to smoke a frigging split? And I won't even do that.
Hey, allegedly, Jims. Allegedly, okay? It's amazing you put that word in front of anything and it just goes away, you know?
I mean, I've never smoked. I've been drunk a number of times, but I've never smoked a cigarette, certainly never done any kind of drugs. So it's like, I'm not going to be dabbling in injecting steroids anytime soon.
No, and so I think probably that, again, we're not going to point this one, but I think probably it would be me.
I can't see you,
but I would never do it, you know, because I've thought about it, you know.
Okay. You've got to eject a flight because the plane is coming down in the middle of the Atlantic. You're stuck in the middle of the Atlantic. Who is more likely to survive, Sam or James?
What, in the open, in the water?
Yeah, you've just got to survive until you can get to like a boat or the shore. So you've got to swim, you've got to survive, whatever.
What if the shore isn't in sight and what if a boat doesn't come?
Well, it's mentality, isn't it?
It's mentality.
The weak die, the strong survive.
I'm very hungry. That's the problem with me. I'm used to eat. But you're hungry. You've got a big appetite too. You know? So I think... I never want to not back myself. This is the problem with me and you. We are extremely competitive. Like borderline unhealthy competitiveness. You know? Like, I've had to manage my competitiveness, you know? But I don't know. What do you think? James is like, I'd eat you alive. James is like, I'd pick your meat off your own bones. Goes dark with it.
You know, I'm not going to give up. I'll swim until there's nothing left of me. I'll swim until there's nothing left of me.
You'd swim until there's nothing left of you. I would take you into realms of darkness that you've never experienced before and laugh over your body. That's where I would go.
Have you got the capacity to stay afloat for that long?
I just put my belly up in the air and just like float along.
So
That's what I do.
you know-
I got some buoyancy.
You've got more mass on your legs than me.
Yeah, maybe I'd sink.
Yeah. Are you going to be able to just keep treading water, keep swimming? There's no life jacket.
Yeah, you're a better swimmer than me. Actually,
No, I'm a better swimmer.
You are. I will give you that. I've seen you in Portugal. You've probably got webbed hands and feet. You are like a supreme in that pool. You know, I'm just in there watching you and like just going back and forth. So you are a better swimmer than me. Go on, I'll give it to you. Go on.
Right.
Notice how I framed that? I'll give it to you. Okay? Because I feel sorry for you at this point. So we're at 3-3, aren't we?
Okay.
Is it 3-3?
Yeah. Who's more likely? You both taken, boof, dropped out of a helicopter into the wild jungle somewhere. Who's more likely to survive?
Well, I'm a gorilla.
All right.
So I'd have immense capacity.
Okay, let's assess our skills here then.
Right. So my skill, the first thing that I would do in the wild, what's the first thing you do? Do you know?
Well, you tell me. Go on.
So the first thing that you've got to do
You sound
in
like
the
that you've got this thought out. So
already I've thought about
Yeah.
this because when Armageddon Day comes,
Right.
I'm prepared. Okay. So the first thing that I'm doing, I'm finding shelter. That's the first thing that I'm doing. In the jungle, where could that be? Sometimes you have to make your own cave. I've watched Bear Grylls before. I don't know about you. So I've learned a lot about this process, right? So I'm gonna find some shelter. I'm gonna make sure that I'm out of the wind, and then what's the second thing that you do? Do you know? I've got you here, haven't I?
some kind of protection or what do you call it, camouflage or something?
Camouflage.
Right.
Fire. We're getting a fire ready, and with that fire, we're gonna cook some nice meat, and we're gonna get warm. That's what we're gonna do, because it's gonna be cold and damp. Okay. It's going to be cold and damp.
You're
and
missing,
you're gonna need
a vital component to all of this.
What am I missing?
You're getting dropped in the jungle and everything is around you. You haven't got time to like make your bed up and like, check that the temperature's right for you and everything. Like there are leopards there, there are bears there, they're ready to go.
Well,
so you think you're strong? You're not stronger than a bear. I might think I'm fast. I'm not faster than a leopard.
But at that point, you're gonna die anyway.
But
you're gonna die anyway, James.
But how long? So no, it's basically who gets hunted down first for food.
I've got more meat on my bones than you.
So yeah, you're gonna satisfy more protein. So they're probably they think, oh, there's more protein there then because you got more muscle mass.
Yeah.
So there's more protein on you. So they might think, I can, hit my leucine threshold quicker with Sam. So let's get him.
my what? My leucine threshold. My leucine threshold.
I can max out my MPS for the day.
This is like the nicest way of calling me fat.
No,
isn't it?
because you've got more muscle mass, haven't you? You've got more protein.
I reckon.
I mean, if it comes to a bear fight or something, you're gonna last longer probably if it's like the bear is trying to.
We're both getting polished off very quickly.
Likewise, yeah, I'm not going to be able to run away from a cheetah, but I reckon being able to climb and being able to hang.
You are better climbing than me.
Yeah, so I reckon I'm going to get up a tree quicker than you.
Yeah, I think.
So as long as I can get up there before you and he can eat you, then.
Here's a question: what's the smallest animal you think you could kill or defend yourself against
without any kind of weapons? You mean?
Yeah, with just your bare hands.
The smallest.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess. Well, wouldn't it be the other way around? The biggest.
Oh, sorry, the biggest animal. Yeah, what would be the biggest animal?
I heard this question the other day.
I've got mine.
Go on.
I think I could take. That would be tough, though. Maybe an Alsatian.
Oh, fucking no way.
I think
he's tearing you apart. No way.
Why? Why do you have any confidence in me?
For a start, well, at full stretch with his paws up in the air, he's going to be taller than you.
Right.
He's going to be far faster than you, more agile than you. So it's only if you can get behind him and get his tail, I think.
Do you know what I would do?
Yeah.
I'd go straight for the neck.
Yeah, he's going to go straight for yours. And I fancy his teeth against yours.
So you haven't got me. If you're a betting man, you haven't got any chips in my corner at all.
For that, no. No, like I just don't fancy humans against humans against most mammals.
Right.
We lose.
All right. A golden retriever. I'm going to work.
Yeah, you're probably going to win. Yeah, because they're nice. But
Yeah.
like, who wants to frigging attack a dog? What is wrong with you? Like, you've even got some as well. It's like
What does Sam think about in his spare time?
like there's something seriously twisted with you if you want to, like, you take pride that you could maybe have a dog. Like, that's wrong.
Okay. I don't know. I think probably a medium-sized dog. Then.
Right, let's go back to the conversation.
Right,
Who survives longer in the jungle?
I think me.
On what grounds? You can't get up a tree faster than me.
Yeah, but
And on the ground, you can't get away faster than any animal there. And strength-wise, yeah, you may squat freaking hell, the world, but that's not helping you when the bear comes for you. So I mean, if you think you can get up the tree faster than me,
I
then
can't get up a tree faster than you. But I don't think I would need to get up a tree faster than you.
How are you going to get away then?
I don't think we're going to get away. That's the problem.
So you're basically your strategy then is basically to grab me and throw me to the animals. Then is it?
You're going first. I'm picking you up, throwing you to the animals, keeping them content for a while I start laying the groundwork to a plan. That's what I'm doing.
But I'm going to run away before you can throw me to the animals. So you're going to be there. You're going to be first in line.
Okay.
So we'll take a draw there because we're not agreeing, are we?
Let's take a draw. I think we reached an impasse on that one.
Okay.
So let's say that's 4-4.
Okay. Who's more likely to win at MasterChef, Sam or James?
Oh, come on, James. Hey. You haven't tried my salmon pie yet.
Right, okay. Okay, so
what are you going to make me?
I'm going to give you I'll just because you rave about the salmon pie, which I've not tasted yet. But I'll let you win on the main course.
Okay.
But when it comes to dessert,
don't go there.
I'm nailing you.
Don't go there.
Let's
Don't
address,
go there. I know what you're about to say.
Let's address what happened last time. Mr. Confident. He's been baking on a Sunday and he decides to call me out on his story. Oh, I think I'm ready for MasterChef. And you tagged one of the judges in there. And then you're like, at James MC Fitness, I'm coming for your carrot cake crown. I'm like, you're like Jack in the Box jumping out, and I quickly put you back in your box and shut the lid when I showed you my carrot cake.
I gotta admit, your carrot cake was the first time I ever tried carrot cake as well. I never tried carrot cake before that because I just thought it sounded weird.
Yeah.
Carrot cake. Carrots don't belong in cake.
Doesn't go right, yeah.
You know? And then I tried it and I was like, it just opened my eyes, you know? And now it's my favourite cake of all time. So do you know what we're going to do?
Yeah.
I'll give this one to you, right? But, this is a very big but. Get ready for this. We are doing a blind testing carrot cake and we're going to film it
All right.
and put it on our social media for everyone to see.
All right.
And we're not just going to get one judge.
Yeah.
We need 3 judges for
Yeah.
it to be decisive.
All right.
Pick the judges, any place, any time. Daddy's been practicing. Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm going to lay you up this point. We're going to make it 5-4 James,
Yeah.
but with that caveat.
Okay. And then so we've got 2 more. So this is another question. There's no winner or loser on this one. Would you rather swim 10K in ice cold water or fight a prime Mike Tyson?
Fight a prime Mike Tyson.
Would you?
Yeah. Get me knocked out anytime over. Because if you're swimming in ice cold water for 10K, you're going to die.
Yeah.
You know? If you fight a prime Mike Tyson, you might die.
But he might knock you out and just...
Well, no, he's going to knock you out.
He's going to knock you out.
But at least there's a chance, and more of a chance, that you're going to come back from that.
Yeah.
You might be a vegetable for the rest of your life, but, you know, at least you're there.
Yeah, yeah.
In a 10K ice cold,
Yeah, you're not surviving that.
you're not surviving that, you know, unless you've got a special suit on.
Okay.
That might be a different conversation, but yeah, that's a slow one. I would rather end quick.
Okay. Pizza and pastel donatas. Who wins in a food eating contest? Sam or James?
Well, pizza and pastel donata at the same time.
Yeah, let's just get the volume in.
Mate, I'm a big eater. I'm a big eater. I've got an alter ego inside of me called Augustus. And when he comes out, it's go time. You know? I know you fancy yourself a big eater though, don't you?
Oh yeah, I can freaking yeah, eat with the best of the American.
We need to do that at one point. We need to do a carrot cake off and we need to do an eating contest. The both of us. Oh, mate, I can never back down against an eating.
I wouldn't think so either with food. That's the problem. I just think I have an unsatiable appetite in many ways. But I don't know.
Right, how many... Okay, let's work this out then. How many... So let's say Casa Vostra pizzas. How many of them are you taking down?
Before I got full or bored.
Well, how many you could take down? Eating contest.
I could eat 5 of those.
5?
Yeah.
Jim, 5.
What do you think then?
I mean, I could probably take down, if I wanted. No, I would do? I'd double up.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I'd literally take 2 pizzas and I'd put slice on slice and then go.
So I reckon I could quadruple up one pizza and shove her in my mouth, right? And then I would do another one after it. So I would do 4. I'd do 4 layers or 5 layers. Let's go 5 layers.
So each slice is essentially 4 slices.
5 slices now.
Oh, right, 5.
I'm
right.
upgrading it. I reckon I could do 10.
10 pizzas. Yeah.
10 pizzas. And then I'm not done because Daddy needs dessert, right? So he's then going to go
Yeah.
and have pastel donatas and gobble up like a Christmas turkey a few pastel donatas as well.
Yeah, what's a few?
I'm at least clearing 7 or 8 pastel donatas. At least, James. So unless you can come to me with something that's in the ballpark of that, I'm giving myself that point.
Oh, I could out-eat you.
You reckon? All right, fair. Right, listen, we'll call this a draw.
Right, what would you win on then? What would be your go-to if someone said,
If I had to eat something,
because you're not going to pick something like steak, because that's just going to get filling very quickly.
Yeah.
With the protein content.
well, how much I could eat.
So like pick something that you think, I could eat a ton of this and get a ton of calories in.
Well, pizza's probably a go-to for that, isn't it? Because you can do stuff to that.
So you'd do pizza over ice cream, would you?
Yeah,
You think you could get more calories in?
Yeah,
Right.
because ice cream's cold as well, so you're going to get brain freeze. With a pizza, you can really layer stuff on there. Really layer stuff on. You can pour olive oil on top of it. You can do all sorts of stuff, Let's call our a draw, but we're going to do an eating contest as well.
All right.
I'm fasting for 2 days, and I'm coming in prepared. Okay, I'm coming in hot, so you better get ready. Okay? Right, you beat me. 5, what was this? 6-5, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Right, okay. Any other questions?
No, that
from there?
concludes the episode.
That concludes the episode. I quite enjoyed it. That Christmas bit different, isn't it? Do a couple of different games, but do you have any? Are we not going to do what's new this week? Are we going to call that there?
It's entirely up to you.
Have you got a question for what's new this week?
No, I haven't. No,
I haven't got one, so I suppose not.
That's done then.
It's done. Do you want to see us out of this very special Christmas episode?
Yeah, guys, if you've enjoyed this episode, please leave.
Hey, stop a sec. You got to wish everybody a happy Christmas, haven't you?
I was coming at the end, you prick. Why have you got to spoil it?
Go on.
You just got to steal my thunder, have you?
I didn't know. I didn't know if he was going to come in or not.
You're just too anxious, aren't you?
I'm
That's
too
your problem.
anxious. It's the performance anxiety kicking in again.
Guys, can I try again, please?
Yeah, you can try again. I'm sorry. I
Guys,
promise
if you've enjoyed this episode, please leave a rating and review and subscribe on Spotify. and we'll catch you in 2025. And we wish you a very Merry Christmas. Peace out.
Very nice, very nice. There we go. Boosh, done.